Okay, so let's start with Google Hangouts Meet. Hangouts Meet is included with our G Suite for Education license. So it's available to anyone at the college, not just faculty, staff, students, but anyone with a Beloit account. It's free. Hangouts Meet is limited to 250 participants, so you can get a lot of people on it. The more people you add, just like any video conferencing system, the quicker it degrades, it seems like, quality-wise. So just be aware of that. So to start a Hangouts Meet session, you can go to Meet. You can go to meet.google.com. That will give you this login. If you're not logged in, you'll get a login page. Then it will shift you over to this page where you can join or start a meeting. You just give it a name. And we'll give you a test of your video and then give you some options. You can just hit join now. And then it will give you the call-in number if you're going to have someone join by phone. And then it will give you a link to add people directly right here. Once you're done there, you can close that. And then across the bottom of the Hangout is the call controls. So if you need that dial-in number, it's always accessible in the lower left corner. From the lower left corner, you can also add attachments. So if you're talking about a document, if you want to add an agenda or you're trying to transfer files to someone, you can add those right here, drag and drop. Across the bottom, there's a microphone button, which mutes and unmutes the microphone that you're using for the call. Middle one is the leave call, hang up button. The camera icon will hide and unhide your camera. Right next to that, on the right-hand side, there's a turn captioning on and off. This leverages the Google Voice Engine to try to auto caption whatever you're saying, whatever's going on in the call. It's not just the host, but it's all participants. And as you can see, it's actually pretty good. There is a way to change the language for this as well. We will link that in the instructions. You can turn captions back off. Right next to that is the Present Now button. Hangouts Meet, I'm just going to call it Meet now because Hangouts Meet is a little fun. Meet allows you to share either your entire screen or just a window. So if I did entire screen share, if you have multiple monitors plugged in, it treats them as separate screens. So you would have to, this would be the selection screen to pick which one you want to use. You just select it and hit share. If you choose to do a window, you're going to get a selection screen with all of your active windows. So if you have multiple applications open, so if I have Chrome and PowerPoint and Stata or something like that open, you'll get a selection screen where you can pick which window you want to share with your audience. Once you start sharing, hold on, let me open something else. We'll just look at my overloaded calendar. So once you share something, it will come up and let you know that you're presenting, and then give you a button to stop sharing. So then across the top of the call window, there's a button to see the participants in the call. You can also add additional people from here. So if you decide to loop someone else in or you realize you forgot someone, you can go add them right there. And then you also get a chat window. So chat window on the right works just the way that regular chat does. So it will tag it with the time, your name, or the other respondents. Then lower right-hand corner, the three-dot menu gives you some additional call controls. So from here, this is where you would record a meeting. So just hit record, and it will record whatever's going on the screen, both at your end and the other participant's end. Change layout gives you different layout options for the screen. So depending on how many participants that you have on the call, you may want to not have yourself full screen, but have a more of a Hollywood Squares or something. I don't have any other participants, so it's hard to demonstrate that one right now, apparently. Full screen will full screen the call. Turn captions on does the same thing that the button down below does. It turns the captions on and off. It's just a toggle button. So you can turn it back off whenever you're ready. In Hangouts, if you're having problems with call quality over the computer, they give you an option to use a telephone or to switch audio over to that. So that's where you would go to do that. Report a problem and help. Report a problem goes into some black hole in a Google support queue. So it doesn't actually get back to us. So if you're having problems with Hangouts Meet, make sure you put a school new ticket in for if you want our support. The help links you to the Google Support Center for Hangouts Meet, which is actually they have an awful lot of documentation in there, and they've got tutorial videos and training videos on everything too. So if you're looking for something and need a quick answer, that's a great place to start. Then settings, which I skipped over, is where you would go if you're using some sort of an external device instead of what's built into your laptop or mobile device. So from a laptop, you can plug in a USB microphone or a webcam, and this is where you would go to select those. This is also where if you're using like a Bluetooth headset or earbuds, things like that, you would select those from here. So if I had earbuds plugged in, I would just select the microphone from there. And as you can see, there's a little waveform that lets you know that it's receiving audio. And then you can also select the speaker output from here and play a test tone to make sure that your speakers are working before the call. Video gives you the option to select whichever cameras you have plugged in. In this case, I only have one, but if I had a webcam plugged in, I could switch back and forth between the webcam and my laptop webcam. Then you also have a little bit of control over the send and receive resolution for the video. By default, it maxes out at the maximum resolution of whichever camera you're using. So when I tested this the other day, I had an HD webcam plugged in, so I could actually bump this up to 720p to get a better quality. But my built-in webcam only does 360p. So the receive is also automatically set, but you can adjust it here. If you're having call quality problems, you can even go down to audio only, so it shuts the video off in order to optimize the quality of the audio. So that is Hangouts Meet. The other quick thing I would like to show is scheduling wise. Flip over to something that's more free here. Scheduling wise, Hangouts is really nice in that since it's integrated into our G Suite, you can actually schedule Google Hangouts right from the Google Calendar. So if I make a new calendar booking, hit save, and I edit that, there's a add conferencing option right here where you can add a Hangouts Meet call. You'll notice that it puts the link to the Hangout right in there. And then you can add your participants. So I could add Athena and Doug and Pam right here. And it will automatically send them an invite when I hit save. They'll get an email notification about the meeting's been scheduled and here's a link to the meeting. But it'll also pop up on their calendar. So all they have to do when it's time for the meeting is click here. You can join the Hangout right from the calendar. The other thing that's nice about doing it this way is that the call-in number, if if people are having problems connecting via computer, they can just use the dial-in number right here, because the dial-in code is included in the calendar invite. That might be a great way to reach some of the students that are not able to join via computer or are having bandwidth issues or something like that. There's a good fallback for them. Hangouts Meet is, like I said, it's cross-platform. This works Mac PCs, Linux-based systems, works well on Chromebooks, works well on tablets and mobile devices. I've even used it on Kindle, which was surprising. So it's very cross-platform and very easy to use for most students. Most students that come up with Chromebooks in K-12 now, so they all know how to use this pretty intuitively. So, okay. Any questions? All right, give us just a minute and we'll reset. And Athena's going to talk to us about Zoom.